If your paycheck disappeared for 90 days, would your life collapse? This video explains why that question makes most people uncomfortable, and how salaries quietly train obedience, not freedom. You don't work for money. Money works on you. Every month it arrives, and every month it leaves, and somehow you're still tired, still anxious, still waiting. Here's the lie they never told you. A salary isn't security, it's sedation. You were told the paycheck was freedom, stability, the finish line. But look closer. The paycheck didn't free you, it trained you. It taught you when to wake up, when to eat, when to rest, when to stop dreaming. And if you stay inside this system long enough, you won't even notice the bars. Stay with me, because once you see how this works, you won't be able to unsee it. And that's when everything changes. You did what you were told. You studied, you showed up early, you stayed late, you gained experience. Yet somehow, your life feels paused. Bills rise faster than your pay. Inflation eats quietly. Time disappears loudly. You tell yourself, just one more promotion, just one more raise, just one more year. But years pass, energy fades, and the goalpost keeps moving. You're not lazy, you're not stupid, you were trained. Here's the trap no one warns you about. A salary doesn't just pay you, it conditions you. Every 2 weeks, dopamine. Every month, relief. Every year, dependency. Miss one paycheck and panic appears. That's not freedom. That's leverage, just not yours. The system doesn't need chains anymore. It only needs rent, subscriptions, and deadlines. Let's break the illusion. Income is not wealth. Income is flow. Wealth is position. A salary pays you after value is extracted. Ownership pays you because value exists. That's the difference. The rich aren't smarter, they're placed differently. They sit upstream. You're swimming downstream. And the water never stops. Here are the 3 silent rules of the salary system. Rule 1. Predictability is control. Your income is predictable, so your life becomes predictable. Predictable workers are manageable. Manageable people don't rebel. Most people miss this. Rule 2. Raises lag reality. By the time your pay increases, prices already adjusted. You feel richer, but you're standing still. Most people miss this. Rule 3. Time is the real payment. You're not paid in money. You're paid in time forfeited. Hours you never get back. Energy you can't store. Most people miss this. Here's the cruelest part. The salary creates just enough comfort to stop you from changing anything. Not enough to escape, not little enough to revolt, just enough to comply. That's why people defend the system that drains them. Because questioning it would mean admitting they've traded decades for convenience. And that thought is unbearable. Let's say this clearly. Leverage is not debt. Leverage is position. Employees trade hours. Owners multiply outcomes. Employees earn linearly. Leverage earns exponentially. This is why one person builds once and earns forever, while another works forever and builds nothing. Leverage changes everything. This isn't new. Feudal lords didn't work the land, they owned it. Factory owners didn't sew clothes, they owned machines. Platform founders don't drive cars, they own attention. Every era rewards the same thing, control over systems, and every era distracts workers with the promise of eventually. Eventually never comes. The enemy isn't your job, it's the belief that your job is the destination. That belief keeps you tired, keeps you obedient, keeps you quiet. Because once people realize a salary is just one form of leverage, they start asking dangerous questions. And systems don't like questions. If you rely on one paycheck, you're not employed. You're exposed. One decision above you, one market shift, one policy change, and everything collapses. That's not pessimism, that's math. And deep down, you already know it. That's why this video makes you uneasy. Here's the line in the sand. You don't need to quit tomorrow, but you do need to stop believing the lie. The lie that says, this is as good as it gets. It isn't, but only if you stop mistaking comfort for safety. If this hit you, comment leverage, not for me, for you, because saying it out loud is the first crack in the cage. Most people will hear this and change nothing. They'll go back to sleep, back to routine, back to waiting. If you do that, you're not wrong. You're just predictable. And predictability is exactly what the system depends on. Leverage changes everything.